What's up? How you doing? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, as well as TikTok. All one word, the Vinyl Casket. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. We're getting into another casket review for you guys. Let me know is this crooked? I think it's crooked. Is that better? That should be better. We're checking out one of my favorite anime franchises of all time. This is Gundam. This is Gundam Seed Freedom, a new movie that I saw came out on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's a Netflix original or if it was just ported over to the American audience on Netflix. I watched it completely dubbed. Voice acting was great. You know, I've watched the original Seed both with the original dubbing and the new remastered dubbing, so I'm used to it. That's what I do. So Gundam Seed Freedom, really cool. That's not what I wanted to pull up. I wanted to pull up the information on Gundam Seed Freedom. So it's a runtime of 2 hours and 4 minutes. Release date is, I want to make sure I get that right, and I passed it. Release date in Japan was January of this year, but release date in America, it's just giving me April 1st. I don't think any of that is right. All right, this is just, all right, it's not giving me streaming release. But it came out this year. Long movie, 2 hours for an anime movie. I guess it isn't that long, but this is a sequel movie taking place after Seed Destiny. Obviously, we already have gotten the Freedom Gundam as well. Infinite Freedom and all the crazy names of the mecha in Gundam Seed. But we follow we start off following our main, Gundam Seed protagonist, Miss Kira Yamato, as well as Shin is there, and you get I always forget how to pronounce his name. I gotta see it to pronounce it. It starts with A. I'm sorry, this is very unprofessional, but I know sometimes these names get kind of crazy. Atherin. So you get Atherin Zala, Kirito, is it Kira Yamada, Shin from Destiny. You get all your three main characters are back, all piloting multiple mecha, multiple Gundams, multiple suits. Really awesome, really cool, complex story. I like the new villain set. I love the new mecha designs, all the Gundam designs, all the Seed's cool because it takes a lot of aspects of UC Universal Century and it mixes it into their own little thing, and I really like that because you get things very reminiscent of GMs, of Zaku's, with some actually being Zaku's. You get OG Universal Century style, almost identical mobile suits in a brand new light. There was a ton of them in this. I really like the Zagak was wild. The huge spoiler, but there's a Zagak, and then he's used by Atherin, and then at the end, the Zagak explodes, and the whole time there was a horn in it. You should have realized that I didn't. When the Zagak exploded, there was a freaking is it Infinite Justice? There was a Justice Gundam inside of it. You start off with a Freedom and a Freedom and a Justice. I'm not sure what models, but you start off with them, and then as time goes on, they get destroyed. Atherin saves them, and then they all get. Atherin gets a new Justice. There's a Mark II of the Gundam Freedom, Infinite Freedom, or whatever it is, Perfect Freedom. I don't know. You also get a Mark II of the Destiny. So cool. You get a Strike Rogue. You get a an Impulse Gundam. It was sick. The end, like when you think that they have no Gundam, no mobile suits, and like how are they going to take on these villains? They get the coolest setup. You get the Blitz. Oh my god, I'm gonna forget what it's mixed with. It gets the not the Blitz. It is the Blitz, but it's the not Buster. Dual Blitz. So like you get like the Blitz Gundam's little claw thing on like this brand new full armor dual Gundam. So many cool references, so many cool mobile suits. It was a very good story. I liked how it takes the elements of Seed and Seed Destiny, and everyone's a little bit older. There's a lot of more moving parts, and what they think are going to be allies actually turn and try to expose them, make them look bad to get them out of the way so that they can take over. And there's a lot of stuff. There's people that are like, coordinators, which is their version of new types. So like, there's people that are now above that were created like to be better than coordinators that are trying to compete with coordinators, and very, very lot of romance, a lot of fan service, a lot of complex storylines, a lot of things. If you like Seed, you're gonna love this. If you were a fan of Seed growing up, if you've watched Seed recently, you're going to love Freedom. There's points where it's kind of like weird or iffy, but I feel like that's just kind of the vibe of Seed, and it always was. I remember watching Seed for the first time when I was like 15, 14, and being that like everybody around my age, I'm 30, in America probably got into Gundam because of either Wing or G Gundam. Seed was weird for similar to Wing, but way more spacey and way more military than Wing, where Wing was like a group of like rogue rebels coming together to take out the government. Seed was people allying with different governments and like different armies fighting, and Gundams versus Gundams and this and that, which is very much more in tune with Universal Century, being that I feel like anyone that was my age at that time period didn't have a way to get into Universal Century until Origins was released and until Unicorn was released. That was like a real stepping back point. That's when I got back into it. And I believe around that time, Netflix, probably when I was 18, 19, had put 08th MS Squadron, whatever, on Netflix. That was sick. That's how I really got in. And it started, Thunderbolt after that was coming out. So that was like the stepping on point. So like before that, there wasn't like a lot of, I guess probably the most recent thing that I would have gotten into, which I reviewed on this channel, is Charged Counterattack. Because I didn't watch, obviously couldn't watch UC or the movies or even like Zeta, Double Zeta, all that stuff. I wasn't old, I probably could have enjoyed it as a kid, but I didn't get into it. When I was a kid, it was the offshoots. And now you see the offshoots always do really well, and Universal is also doing well. But Seed is very much a modernized, or still is, I guess, a modernized take of that same similar story of UC. And that's why I feel like people latch onto it, and that's why I think it's very good. But it's supposed to be a little corny because it's a little different, and that's kind of always been its vibe. Yeah, I don't... If you cared, I don't remember which character it is, but Johnny Young Bosch is in this. He's the second Black Ranger, I believe. Right? Yeah, he's the second Black Ranger. He's Adam. He was Turbo Yeah, and he was also Turbo, right? He was Green Turbo. And Zeo, I believe. Now I'm talking about Power Rangers. Oh yeah, I forgot. He voices a ton. Yeah, he's Adam. All right. Of anime. Wow. All right. So rating here. We're gonna give it a 4.4 out of 5. I think this is really solid. I think the animation style was great. It was a really cool modernization of Seed. We haven't gotten any since Destiny. I don't even remember how long ago that was. This felt fresh. This felt new. The characters, the voice acting was fine. Everything about this was really solid. I love Gundam. Get in the comments, guys. Let's discuss this. I'm gonna try to watch more as I can. I'm gonna probably rewatch Seed and Destiny so I can do reviews on them and maybe do like a rewind. I don't know. Guys, get in the comments. Remember, this is Vinyl Casket. Home of the Lame is Tasty. Check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, where you can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much more, and do me a massive favor and stay lame.